Hi there, Girl Scout Juniors. This is Mrs. Lori, your virtual program coordinator. I'm really excited to help you complete step 2 of earning your Space Science Investigator badge. The last time that we met, we made solar systems out of different art supplies and candy. So hopefully you had fun and you were able to create your very own at-home solar system. But today is all about taking a trip around the sun, and we're going to learn some facts about the sun and how the Earth orbits around the sun. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun calculating how old we are on other planets in the solar system. This is a very, very fun-filled activity here. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we'll get started. Here is a picture of the Space Science Investigators badge, if you're interested in knowing what that badge looks like, and you're gonna purchase it at the end of our video series. There it is. And step 2 is all about circling the sun. So we know, maybe we've learned from school what a year is, how many days are in a year, and how that is measured. But the Earth orbits or moves around the sun, and it's equal to 1 year, which is actually about 365 days on Earth. But today we're going to focus on how many times we've orbited around the sun. So we are going to focus on a fun website that actually calculates what our age would be on other planets, because believe it or not, even though it takes 1 year for Earth to orbit around the sun, it actually is different for other planets. And we'll learn that as we jump over to this website here in a minute, that actually it doesn't take as long on other planets to orbit around the sun. And sometimes it actually takes longer on other planets. So what I encourage you to think about is, the planets that are closer to the sun, such as Mercury or Venus, do you think that they take longer or a shorter amount of time to orbit around the sun? And think about planets that are further away from the sun, like Uranus or Neptune. Do you think they take longer to orbit around the sun, or do they take a short amount of time to orbit around the sun? So I'm going to leave you with those lingering questions today to think about as we do this little fun online experiment. So we're going to find our age on other planets today. Your age is the number of orbits you have taken around the sun. But each planet is a different distance from the sun, and they all orbit at different speeds. So that's why our ages are going to be different. Even though here on Earth, it takes, our age is calculated as in years, and it takes 1 year to orbit around the sun. It takes different times for other planets to orbit. So today you're going to discover how old you would be on other planets, and we're going to use this really fun website, and we're going to calculate how old we are on Mars, Jupiter, and we're going to come across some other planets, and it's going to really, really surprise you. So I'm going to click on this link here, and we are going to open the hyperlink. We're going to open this website and have a little bit of fun calculating our age on other planets. So all you have to do, it's very, very simple to use this website. You just put in the month that you were born. So I was born in May, so that's 05. And the day I was born, 04. And then I'm going to type in the year, 1990. And then all you have to do is hit the calculate button. And if you scroll down, it starts to give you your age on other planets. So we'll look at Mercury first. That's the planet closest to the sun. And my age on Mercury is 187 days. That calculates out to 124.8 years. So that is how many years old I am on the planet of Mercury. Now, why is that? right? So if you scroll down, it only takes 87-ish days for the planet Mercury to revolve around the sun. However, on Earth, it takes us about 365 days to orbit around the sun. So that's why our age is different. It takes Venus 224-ish days to revolve around the sun. So that is a revolutionary period. And then here is the rotation. So rotation is the Earth moving around on its axis, right? For us, it takes 24 hours. So it takes Earth, if you look here, it takes the Earth 24 hours to rotate on its axis. But a revolution is when the Earth goes around the sun. So the revolution is 365 days. So as you can see, 365 days, this one's only 224, this one's only 87 days to go around the entire sun, which makes sense because Mercury is closer to the sun than Earth is. So that makes a lot of sense once you read through this website. If I think about the planet Venus, I am 48, almost 49 years old on the planet of Venus. And then Earth makes sense because here on Earth, I'm 30 years old. So that makes a lot of sense. I think it's cool to highlight this and see how many days you've been alive on Earth. And that's 10,986.5 days that technically I've been on Earth. Mars, I am only 15.9 years old on Mars. Jupiter is crazy. I'm only 2.53 years on Jupiter because Jupiter is further away from the sun. I'm going to scroll down here and look at Jupiter. It takes 11.86 years for Jupiter to make its way around the sun. Now think about that for a moment. It only takes us here on Earth 1 year to go around the sun. It takes Jupiter almost 12 years to make its way around the sun. So no wonder I'm really not that old on Jupiter. So as you can see, you'll have a lot of fun on this website. And it also gives you some really great historical information about other astronomers and scientists and different ways that you can calculate other things on other planets. But this is just a really cool website. Here is the link up here. I've highlighted it on the screen. But also it is hyperlinked here as well into the PowerPoint. So I would love for you to reach out to me and share what you've learned. I had a lot of fun going through that website and calculating my age on other planets, and I was really shocked and surprised. But please feel free to reach out to me to share what you've learned. Maybe if you decide to write it down, or if you want to take a screenshot of it and share it with me, or you want to type it in an email, you can contact me, Mrs. Lori, at info@gsvsc.org. Or if you have any questions and you need to reach out, I would love to hear from you here at the Virginia Skyline Council. That's it for today, Girl Scout Juniors. That will help you accomplish step 2 of earning your Junior Space Science Investigator badge. The next time that we meet, we're going to work on step 3, and I'm going to show you how to figure out different star constellations in the sky. I'm going to show you how to download a cool app on your smartphone that you can take outside at night and do a nighttime exploration and figure out what constellations you're looking at in the sky using a smartphone app, which I think is really awesome. So I look forward to sharing that with you next time. And thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Bye.